Say the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Belgium. Roll call vote, or roll call of attendance. We got Joey. You're here.
Yep.
Steve.
Yes.
Bill Chase here. Jim Barber. Jim Barber will be.
Hold on. Here you go.
Jim Barber, you're here via telephone. All right. Joel Leclerc is absent. Okay. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming here to our February meeting for 2021. First thing we got to do, a motion to accept the minutes from January 27th, the public hearing, and the January 27th regular town board meeting.
Make a motion to accept the minutes from January 27th, 21, and public hearing 27th, regular town board meeting minutes. I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, let's see. First thing on the agenda is to call Casey Dickinson. He's ready. He's from regards to the oil water separator. Okay, Casey, you got you on speakerphone. This is Bill Chase, town Dannemora. We're at a regular town board meeting here tonight.
Thanks for calling, Bill. How are you doing, everybody?
Hey, Casey. Good.
We're all snowed in.
Yeah, we actually lost most of our snow today. We still probably got a foot, but we had over 2 feet. We lost a lot of it, upwards of 50 today.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, Bill, you wanted me to call in or get called into your board meeting tonight to talk about the oil water separator project.
Great.
So we're more or less ready to go to bid or have you advertise for bids, which I know you probably just went through what would be a similar process for your salt storage project where you advertise in your paper of record, and then wait a certain amount of time, open bids, see what prices are, and then go through a contract award process.
Great. Now, what do you handle all that for us?
Yep, we handle all of that except for the legal advertisement. We write the advertisement for you, but
Okay.
you would have to coordinate with your paper to get it published and things like that. We want a affidavit of publication on, at least in your records. Sometimes we get copies of those too, but
Okay.
I imagine, is Matt Favreau present? I think he's usually at your board meetings.
Well, he's not here yet.
Okay. Yeah.
He drives a Chevy, that's why he's not here yet.
He'd be able to help out with that stuff too, but.
Right. Okay.
So, like I say, we're ready to advertise for bids. I would say by mid next week, we'll be ready to hit print on the documents. We have some specifications to finish up, but we're right there. We're ready to go. We do need, and this is some of the stuff I've already emailed you, Bill. We need some input on very specific dates from you being the town board. So, our bid opening date, we'll need to, in our advertisement, obviously, we've got to tell them what date and time we're going to open the bids.
Right. Well, we wanted to try and coordinate this where this kind of work was being done. I got Mike Metcalf here of AES also. He's speaking about salt storage, so he's listening in. Mike, we're putting in a oil water separator on that side of the building, and then we were hoping we could do this both jobs at the same time. Do you see any issue with that?
No, I'm assuming it would go on if it's exterior somewhere, it would be on a pad or some sort of little shed on one side.
On the ground, I believe.
Okay, So everything's going in the self-storage shed?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is separate, we're just doing the jobs at the same time.
Okay, no, there should be no conflict then, because once the foundation's in for the self-storage shed, there shouldn't be any conflict.
Okay,
And the only question I have on that, I'm glad you're here, Mike. Our discharge piping's gonna run across the parking lot basically, and at daylight, if you remember, there's kind of a sloping, almost like they built the site when it was originally developed, and then it slopes down into the woodlands. Our discharge point's gonna be over in that direction, and I don't know the limits of your paving, but if you're paving out where our piping's gonna be, I'm sure that the town would wanna coordinate that so that the piping's installed and backfilled. So obviously, we don't wanna rip up new pavement that your contractor's gonna install.
Yeah, actually paving for this job, I believe, the contractor is only paving, the only paving is inside the building.
Okay, so that's an easy solution then. Is the town doing more pavement work, Bill?
I believe if we have to, we are.
Okay. Yeah, so.
So you don't-
It was,
You don't plan, well, Mike, you don't plan on the disruption of any of the parking lot area? then?
No, it'll be just over there, and it'll be just the paving in the building, and then obviously there'll be a small apron out in front where the access is, but that's it for the paving limits for this project.
So any of the disruption of the paving that we've done for this parking lot will only occur with your project, Casey.
yeah, okay.
And you're saying that just where you're going is left towards, the road leading out of the property here, right?
Yeah, if you're standing and looking down your driveway back towards, base 374 where
Right.
the lake is, it'd be off to the right, going towards the woods there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like straight through the parking lot.
Yeah, pretty much straight through the parking lot, and what our plan would be, if there's not new pavement already planned there, we would basically just kind of patch and match, if you will, over the trench.
Right, okay.
So that makes that coordination a little easier. Basically, these are two completely separate projects that really aren't gonna interface too awful much, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either, but, just like to, if we can, pull them off at the same time, just so, the sooner we get them done, the better. You're out of my hair, and Leslie's hair, Rebecca's hair.
I hope it hasn't been that bad, though.
Oh, no, not that. Nothing personal.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a date, so anybody got any input on what Joey, you thinking May, you want it June,
Well, I mean, we definitely want to make sure the cross has ground first, so definitely gotta wait for that to happen, so.
20 feet of snow.
so why don't we think about the 1st of June?
So I have some stuff I wanted to kind of talk you through first, Bill.
Okay,
The very first thing we need is a bid opening date, and there's a minimum amount of time that you have to advertise this stuff for legally, but for a project like this, I would say you want to at least do 3 weeks.
yeah,
So if we advertise in the beginning of March, you'd want to open, closer to the end of March, maybe the last week. I'm thinking March 25th would be a Thursday.
okay, well, our meeting is March 24th, I believe, next meeting. Leslie, you got a calendar?
March 24th.
Yeah,
So I think, Casey, I think you raised a good point to get all this preliminary stuff done during the winter months.
Right. Yep, so, and Bill, I think it doesn't really matter, even if we opened like a week before your March board meeting, we wouldn't really be ready to issue any kind of a notice of award to the contractor. We'll have a few weeks working with them, trying to qualify their bids, make sure that they understood everything and the math is all right and stuff like that. So I think if we opened on March 25th, we would be able to do a
Okay, that's fine, yep. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna get the bid going, yeah, and, we'll award it on give them up to the 25th. That's fine with me. It's fine with everybody else, I believe, too.
Okay.
And then,
We've got to publish a time as well, usually mid-afternoon, like at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, bid opening.
yeah, that's good. Make it, for that day, let's make it 2 o'clock.
Okay, 2 o'clock, so typically, Bill, I would be there, help you receive bids, because they'll probably come in last minute, they usually do, and then, right on the dot, I will open the bids for you, read it aloud, which is a legal requirement.
Yep.
Document the prices as read, and then basically take everything back with me and go through that qualification process.
Right. We just did all that on December 18th with the AES over the self-storage thing, so.
I'm sure it's gonna be almost identical to that. Okay, so that kind of starts the clock, and then if we can do a notice of award in April, the oil water separator has basically from when the contractor orders it until when we expect it to be installed, about 2.5 months. So if you go from that to April, that's gonna put us out into July or so before it's started up, which I think, I forget now if you said June or July when you mentioned it earlier, but that's not too far off either way.
No, it's better than, no, either June or July is better than, September or October.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to, the contract documents establish what's called substantial completion date. And that's essentially when you can start using the oil water separator in this case.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, August 1st or the very first week of August, pick a day in there and call it that. And then final completion is when the contractor's supposed to be ready for final payment. Usually we give them 30 days, between substantial completion and final completion to get paperwork and stuff like that in place.
So how about August 6th, it's a Friday?
August 6th, okay. All right, and then, so final completion, I don't have a calendar in front of me.
Well, final would be a month later.
Yeah, give or take, it doesn't have to be right to the dot or anything.
We'll make it, September 8th, because the 6th is, Labor Day.
Okay, so September 8th, that's a Wednesday then?
Yep.
September 8th. Okay, so those dates were what we were looking for. We talked about the piping and the paving. I think the only other thing, Bill, and I'm not sure if you sent it to Chantel or not, but we needed a signature on that Speedy's permit. I know it's a lengthy document. We just need your signature page whenever you're ready to sign that, then we can get that to the DEC. They've already.
Well, we just printed that out today and I haven't had a chance to sign it, but I'll sign it tomorrow and get it back to you.
Okay, fair enough.
So Casey, when the job is almost complete or gets near completion, does DEC gotta come in and certify the job been done correctly?
So that's actually part of what we'll do, Joey. And I think I've sent a copy of it, but I can send it again to you, but they have, conditions of approval, basically, and one of them is at the end of the job, we as the engineer of record have to certify that everything was constructed, in accordance to the plans that DEC's approved. And that kind of serves as what you were asking, it's not DEC really, it's us that certifies that.
Okay.
Okay. You got anything else to cover?
Nothing on my end, unless you guys have more questions.
Anybody got any more questions? I'm good. No, we're good on this end. So you got the dates and you'll start the bid process next week, right?
And I'll send you an email with the bid advertisement. I'll send it to you and Leslie.
Yeah.
And then you'll just have to work with your paper record and get that published. You want to check with that, but I believe it's just a one-day publish requirement.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. Yeah, he arrived now. Stuck in the back door. He stuck in the back door, we didn't see him.
You didn't tell me there was a blizzard up there.
What'd you say?
Crazy, eh?
Crazy late.
Yeah.
45 and
We
rainy.
got a blizzard going out there. Ever since we hired this guy, we get bad weather every time we have a meeting.
I was just worried about your Chevrolet not making it.
Okay, Casey.
Remember, I'm glad I showed up.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Talk to everybody later.
At least
Yeah.
I blame you.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay, next, we got Melissa from, Friends of the North Country. We got some things we gotta go over, I guess, right?
Yes, but I have a question first. So we had the public hearing on January 27th.
Yeah.
We advertised it, etc. One of the new requirements that just came out for CDBG is that it also, the public hearing has to be posted in a conspicuous place by the town clerk or the town supervisor. So do you generally put something in the window when you're having a public hearing?
Not generally, but, I mean, it was posted properly and everything, you know.
Right, and yeah, we did the advertising and the affidavit and everything in the newspaper, but so if you think it was posted in the window, that's great.
Yeah, it was posted in the window, huh?
Okay,
You
great.
saw it, right, Mark?
And on our website.
It was on your website?
Yes, it was on the website.
Okay, then that actually will cover it, because that is the second way, so that
Oh,
will
yeah,
cover it.
okay.
Okay, so that takes that out of the, so did you, after the public hearing at your regular meeting, did you pass any resolutions that evening?
Yes.
Did we?
Yes, on the minutes that I printed to January, isn't it?
Oh, what did we pass?
Do you have January's minutes in front of you?
Yes, I do, man.
Okay.
So there should have been a resolution, one, authorizing the town's participation in the grant. It was just one resolution, and everything was like included in it. It was a resolution to participate in the grant for Friends to Help You, to adopt the abbreviated consolidated plan, and allow the supervisor to sign the
I don't
application.
see that here, Leslie.
Hmm.
Come find it. Where's the minutes?
Well, I didn't say we did, I said it's in there.
You said it's in there.
Is it in there?
Well, it's in
You
there.
said, is it in there?
Yeah, that's wonderful. So what I could do.
I don't know, we might have to do that tonight.
Okay.
I don't think it's in there. Well, while she's looking for that, what's next?
Okay. So if you passed that resolution, then you would have accepted the abbreviated consolidated plan, the citizen participation plan, the anti-displacement plan, and the section 3 compliance plan. And if you did them, I'll give them to you to sign. If not, we'll do it.
We didn't have any of the paperwork
Okay.
prior to the meeting. We had none of it, because it was, I believe, in Bill's email.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
You saying I didn't share it?
Right.
Okay.
I have since printed it, and I have it in a folder.
Okay.
Friends of the North Country, CDBG.
Yeah.
I did send in the other, publication.
So we're just a little behind the 8 ball. Is
Okay.
that what you're saying?
That's all right.
All right, no, that's why you're here, to straighten this
Virtual public
out.
hearings are kind of quirky.
Right, well, a lot of things didn't work out for that public hearing.
And I brought a few new things tonight as well.
Okay. So let's go by step here. Step 1, we've got what's this first resolution we've got to pass? We might as well do this while you're sitting here.
Perfect. Did you want me to read it, or did you want to?
Here, bring it up to me, I'll.
Okay.
Actually, I'll get it from you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
That's the resolution.
Okay.
Once that's passed, we'll just put a date on that, that's all that
Okay.
requires. because
I mailed-
that's all approved.
I mailed the original.
Yes, it's all approved, we're online and we're already actually starting to work on the
Okay,
application.
so obviously
that's
they got it.
perfect, yes,
Okay.
Once you pass resolution, all you need on the foregoing pages are signatures.
correct.
Okay. Good, there we go. Thank you. All right, we're done. Resolution is, whereas this town board hereby authorizes town participation in community development block grant program administered by New York State and Community Renewal. Resolves that the Friends of New York non-for-profit corporation is hereby authorized to assist the town to prepare and submit the application, et cetera, et cetera. Resolves that the town board hereby adopts the abbreviated consolidated plan for the citizen partition plan, the anti-displacement plan for the purposes of the CDBG application. And further resolve that the copy of the abbreviated consolidated plan, et cetera, be retained at the town office by the town clerk of the town of Dannemora, and be further resolved the town supervisor is here is authorized to sign and execute associated documents for the aforementioned New York State Homes and Community Renewal CDBG application. So I just made that resolution. Somebody's gonna second it?
I'll second it.
We'll do a roll call vote. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yep.
Jim?
Yes.
Bill? Yes. So that's adopted.
Perfect,
So,
Now you need signatures before you leave tonight.
yes,
okay.
that would be great.
Okay.
And then I brought 3 more documents.
This is for you, Rebecca, to be put into the minutes of the resolution. And I'm signing three documents here now.
Yes, one of them just needs a date on the file.
The date on the front. 2024, 21, 224. This one. Town supervisor. That's it?
Well, I brought 3 more documents with me this evening. One is just for you to sign saying that you don't have any program income on hand from a prior CDBG project.
Okay.
And this is a certification that you're going to have, that you will have a public hearing, which you've already did, that's fine. That you're going to further fair housing with this grant application if it's awarded. And that is the intent of the application, is to help low-income people.
Okay.
And the third thing is that the town has not been subject to fair housing discrimination, and that needs to go on town letterhead.
No.
Needs to go on town letterhead.
Oh,
So if I could leave that with you, and if you could put that on letterhead, and then you guys could just email it to me, that would be wonderful.
All right. Okay. One more signature, right?
Yes.
Back page.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, Melissa.
And I will follow up about the letterhead and fair housing, and we are working on the grant.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have any residents that would like to apply, please have them give us a call. Because the more numbers that we have before the grant, obviously, the more competitive the grant will be.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so very much.
No problem.
Don't watch me on this, because I'm not a very good driver.
oh,
I'm sorry.
Careful, it's slippery outside.
Yes, thank you.
let me get this one, please.
Okay, next is Michael Metcalf of AES. Take care of some business in regards to our salt storage shed.
Yes, sir. Okay, what I've got is you guys have sat there now through the whole preliminary stuff for your oil water separator. This is kind of what comes next after the after the project has been bid and reviewed and recommended for award. At your last meeting, you passed a resolution for the amounts up to X dollars. What we've got now is we have agreements for the contractors, for the two contractors, and we have notices of award that have to go to the contractors, and we have certificates of owner's attorney that have to be signed, and that's a funding agency requirement, meaning that your attorney has reviewed everything and it looks all copacetic.
Okay.
So basically what I have here is, like I said, a notice of award for Brandon Construction in the amount of $931,000 for the construction of a 110-foot by 80-foot salt storage
I
facility.
think before any of the, what we do with any of that, we need to pass a resolution that we've come to, we unofficially agreed to the 80 by 110, right?
Your resolution passed at last meeting is good enough for was fine for the funding agency.
Okay,
The only thing you need to do is just, your resolution said that it was for an 80-foot facility up to a 110-foot facility, and it listed the price range and everything, so
We're covered.
you're covered.
okay.
Yep, and RD said they'll accept that resolution. So the only thing I need you guys to do is to, if you need to vote to allow you to execute the documents tonight.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll put it to a resolution to give me permission to sign the documents.
Yep, and then I just need to take one copy back, and I'll be out of your hair, and if I can, Matt, do you want to review the town's copy and then get it back to us?
Yeah.
So whenever you get that back, this will be, we've got, once we get your consent back, we'll have everything to go out to RD for their approval. So then they get back to us, and then we'll be able to hold a pre-construction meeting and actually get the ball rolling with the contractors.
Okay.
So Mike, I have a question for
Sure.
you. And you mentioned it earlier in the meeting regarding the self-storage foundation, we're gonna lay down asphalt. Is that a typical foundation practice, is asphalt, not concrete?
For inside the salt shed?
Yeah.
Yes. The whole point of this is obviously what you don't want is you don't want the salt permeating out through. So the asphalt, and then there's a there's two layers of asphalt, and then there's a specialized membrane that goes between the two layers, and that gets sealed to the concrete walls so that the salt cannot get down through the soils or through just regular, the asphalt, if you
Is it
will.
finished asphalt over the mesh lining?
Yes.
Over the top of it? So
Yep.
like, be that finished fine?
Yep, it'll be, a base coat,
Yeah.
which is like 1.5 minus,
Yeah.
so you got bigger stones. And then you'll have the top coat, which is 3/8 minus stone, so a little fine stuff. But between that, you'll have an impervious layer that is the membrane, and that will be what protects you from the salt leaching into the
And
ground.
how deep, I didn't read the specs, but how deep is you're gonna go for the number 2 stone before the asphalt gets laid? How far you go down? You go down?
There'll be, underneath the asphalt, there'll be select granular fill, which is typically a couple feet deep, and then immediately underneath the asphalt, there'll be a 1-foot layer of item 4.
And the only reason I asked the question is I'm just worried about our heavy equipment.
No, this stuff is completely H20, this is the same design that we would put down the middle of 374. Yeah, you have the same, when DOT comes down through, they do the same thing with select granular, a foot of item, and then 6 inches of pavement. Yep.
Okay, so you need a resolution
And
to,
Yep.
to allow me to sign the documents. Somebody make that resolution?
Okay, I'll make a resolution that, is there a title on that resolution? Share with us for the record?
It would be to execute AIA document A101.
I make a resolution for document A101. For the
Yep.
purpose of signature to get the legal framework of the resolution started.
And to execute the notices of award for both contractors.
And execute the notice of award for both contracts.
Yep.
Have a second?
Yeah, I'll second
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
it. You can email that to me tonight or tomorrow morning, I can get it looked at and back to Bill by.
Yep, I can have Bill, if I can get Bill's signature on all this stuff, I'm gonna leave him a copy, and then I'll have Louise email you a copy
Perfect,
in
yeah.
the morning.
We'll look at it tomorrow morning.
So, there's 2 agreements there.
There's spot, you got them all
Yeah,
marked?
they're all marked, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no. So as
The
soon as
lights
you
are
get
all out in
those,
front of the building marked.
Every one of them. Pure dark out there. That was up there. In the dark.
Breaker maybe?
Check the breaker.
You check the breaker in the room? Yeah.
one thing on that RD wants me to ask you if it makes any difference to you, it was okay, he said if it was okay with you, it was okay with them. The contractors each procured, bonds and insurance. And we did the agreements because the bonding companies now want their agreements or they want their bonds in date to match their agreements.
Yep.
One contractor got his bonds on January 12th, and the other contractor got their bonds on January 27th. So the 2 dates for, each contractor are different.
It doesn't matter.
So,
It doesn't matter to me.
no,
I don't have a concern with that.
RD in their letter to us, it's like their dates have to be like synchronized throughout the whole thing. And then I asked them this afternoon, and they're like, well, if it's okay with the town attorney, we'll,
As long as the dates of coverage are what you want,
yeah,
the rest of it doesn't matter.
yeah.
So Mike, does your firm, we're gonna award whatever contractor you said, but does your firm come in and
Sir.
does
Yep, I will do that. Yep.
your firm come in and police and make sure that the work that's agreed to is being done correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm the construction manager for AES, and I have a staff of 11 guys, and I'll have somebody here. It won't be full-time, because quite honestly, we don't need somebody here full-time.
I get that.
It's
It's like a clerk of the works, right?
Yes, exactly. The first step of the process is you're going to be digging a big hole.
Yeah.
So, we'll have somebody come by maybe a couple times a week for that, just to, check some spot elevations, just making sure it's right. And then they're going to start with their concrete work, their footings, so we'll have somebody here probably a couple hours a day, just to check and make sure, the rebar is going in like it should be, the dimensioning is what it should be. They'll pour concrete. We'll actually hire Atlantic Testing Laboratories to come out from Plattsburgh to do the sampling and to do the independent third-party analysis, make sure your concrete's all good. And then construction will start, with the walls, not so much the walls because it's all concrete, but the roof truss system, the roofing system, the siding, et cetera, et cetera. So, long story short, I'm going to have somebody here. Once the concrete starts, you'll see one of our guys here probably 20 hours a week max.
So the other question I have for you, and I don't know if you're involved in this bid, but or even if you're aware of it, but the Altona.
Oh yeah, I was notified Saturday morning.
Is that one of yours too?
Oh God, no,
For you?
we wouldn't design that. Basically, and Bill can, there was a company that was really hard trying to get into here with an alternative design. And if you look at that alternative design and you look at that design that was done for the Altona salt shed, they're very similar. It wasn't the same people, but the same concept. And if you go back and look at the pre-bid for this project, if you look at the meeting minutes, the gentleman that was from that company sat over here in the corner, and he was not happy that our design, he asked point blank, You know, why are your concrete walls so thick? Why are they so big? Why are your roof trusses 16 inches or 2 feet on center, you know? He was very adamant that, you know, a salt shed could be, you know, we could have trusses that were 8 feet on center and, you know, walls that were 8 inches thick, and it was very, you know, he was adamant that we could cheapen this thing up.
Well, we just saw what happened.
Exactly. So,
Curiosity sake,
What happened?
were the trusses 8 feet?
what's that?
I said, were the trusses 8 feet? Because that's what one of my friends said, the trusses were 8 feet apart.
Yeah, that's the design that the same people had that, with roof purlins, and what they did is they, you know, typically you do that in steel if you want roof purlins between truss to truss, and I think they let Altona, I think they used 2x4s or 2x6s.
Oh my gosh, and the pitch didn't look like very much.
Would you happen to know the pitch of our roof, what's gonna be?
It's a gambrel, so
Okay.
you've got half of it. You've got half of it that's 2012,
Yep.
and then you've got the top half, which is 4.5
Yeah,
12.
that's perfect.
Any idea what our trusses are apart?
2 foot on center for this stuff.
And
Yeah.
2x6, I take it, or what?
The top, the skinniest member of those trusses is 2x6. They range in, because they're scissored attic trusses to be able to get your salt trucks back in there, at least most of the way. Some of your cords are 2x10s in those trusses.
I'm just curious, just because,
All right, that's good information to know, thank you.
thank you very much.
So I'll pull this apart, Bill, and I'll leave it with Leslie on my way out.
Okay.
You got anything, Mark? You got any?
No, I'm good, Mike.
Okay.
Okay, that's it, Mike?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Our lights in the building went out on the outside, so
Oh, it's
careful
okay.
walking in the dark.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mike.
no problem.
You're separating them out, you can give what you gotta give to Leslie here, okay?
Got it.
Okay. All right, let's move on to new business. Take care of all that. SimQuest, we had come to an agreement with, back in January, to use them as new IT services. Well, they took over a month to get back to us and everything, and actually, I sent out an email, and I told them they don't get here by, Monday, I believe it was, I forget the date. Monday the 8th. They wanted to schedule something on the 9th, and I sent out an email, included Matt in it, and told them we no longer wanted their services. They sent back an email acknowledging that. So we just need we got a different company, that's the next thing under new business, actually half the price. It's gonna be our IT services. So we need a resolution to rescind the SimQuest contract.
I'll put forward a resolution that, due to difficulty working with the vendor, that we rescind the SimQuest contract as of, what do you want to date on it, tonight, what do you want to do with it?
So it's not long.
Well, the 8th, did you tell them it was done, the 8th?
We told them, I told them yeah, they were done. I told them on the 5th, I think, to act, or, because
January 5th, February 5th?
February.
Okay, February 5th, so I'll redo the resolution where we're going to rescind the SimQuest contract, changing to a cancellation date on February 5th of 2021.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right,
Now what are you going to do with the new one?
well, the new one is the next thing.
Okay.
We've contacted Illuminating Concepts, their IT services, and they're coming in at about $200 a month. SimQuest and Twin State were $450. We've already actually had Illuminating Concepts here, and they've installed the necessary protection for us, new firewall, etc. So, just need you to, I'll make the motion that we accept Illuminating Concepts for our IT services.
What's the contract length on that, though, you know?
Month to month.
All of us. Oh, so we don't like them, that's easy to hear them.
Month to month.
They work for Black Brook, they work for Saranac Lake, I believe Lake Placid. They came highly recommended, and like I said, the price is about $200 a month.
I'll second that motion.
They're also familiar with municipalities and the operations.
Okay, we'll do this one by roll call. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Bill, yes, okay. Highway garage door damage, we got a $2,500 deductible. The bill is what, close to $3,900.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a check from, the insurance company for the difference between $2,500 and your $3,900, so, but just, letting everybody know that, the whole garage door has to be replaced, right?
And the damage was for what reason?
Operator error.
Yes.
Right. The truck was driven out with the
Box in the air.
box in the air.
Oh. Oh, I didn't do that.
The box was up like this in there?
Can't blame me on that one, I didn't do that.
Don't do that with yourself, Shep.
No.
All right, so is there anything regarding in the union contract, that any type of damage over a certain amount, was a drug test taken?
I don't think so.
I don't know off the top of my head if there would be.
No, I don't, there's no kind of language like that in the union contract.
Is there anything on the town that we can send out for, we feel is a reasonable suspicion that we send for a drug test?
But,
How long ago did it happen?
Oh, yeah, that's my next question, when did that happen?
Yeah.
this happened a while ago,
Oh.
because we brought in the insurance company and everything, the adjuster's been here, the check's been written.
Okay, and you're past.
Yeah, we're past that.
Listen, that's something you gotta be cognizant of. When we have damage to the building, we need to make damn sure that there's some sort of evaluation done on the employee to make sure there's nothing that employee did. Who the hell knows? Listen, people smoke pot in the bathrooms where I work, and you gotta make sure this stuff gets investigated fully, right to the point. But you know what? We're eating some money here.
I can pretty much guarantee that he wasn't supposed to want that.
Listen, I get it. I'm just saying that we need to fully investigate any type of damage that happens to this building and understand, okay, operating error, that's this big. That's this big. Is it the first time the employee ever happened, something like that? Damage something, first time?
No,
It's not the first time?
no.
So are we gonna?
I think that if you want to get further into this conversation, we got to go into executive session.
Okay, we need to go into executive session.
So that'll be done at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Real property tax law resolution. Page 1. All right. No, this is the second page, page 2. You got a copy of that, Matt?
I do.
Okay. You good with everything that says on there?
Yeah.
All right. This thing that's real property requiring us to, in regards to property tax law for senior citizens and disabled
It
exemptions.
basically says certain exemptions that were in effect for 2020, you can still give them that exemption. Unless the assessor has reason to believe that the reason the person got that exemption has changed, they can ask for further information, but they can't make the person come in person to provide that information. Pretty generic.
So, somebody make a motion?
I'll make a motion for the real property tax law resolution. It's found in our packets on page 1 and 2.
Okay, I'll second it. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. You got a copy of that, Becky?
Yep.
That'll be part of the minutes too?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I know how to do
All right, any other new business anybody's got? Jim? Okay, old business. We got purchase contract with, for the Protect scale. Everybody's got a copy of that. It's, to let Jim know some of the things in it, there's a $45,495 cost of, I guess that's the scale. Total construction cost is $24,995. So So that's a total of $75,685 plus trucking and cable if needed. They're looking for a deposit of $26,500. Payment due on delivery, $24,592.50. Payment due on completion is the same amount.
Is that including that, $995 on the front on top?
What's, where?
$995 on the top, it's cost $995 on page 4. So, including that somewhere in that too?
Page 4.
Very top, $995, is that all inclusive in that total price of $75,000?
Yeah, I believe so, yes. I just got a calculator, we can quickly add that all up. Yeah, it's gotta be, we started with the 45, oh wait, so the guardrail for 4,200, like that's, and that 995 plus that 995, yeah. That's all total,
Okay.
okay? So just need a motion to, we've approved these guys were awarded the bid, and just a motion to approve that I sign this purchase contract.
I'll make a motion for Protect Scale Service for the installation of the weight scale for the total amount being $75,685.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, roll call vote, or any more discussion first?
Did we decide where the location was going for that?
We decided, working with the fire district, near their building there. Gotta go to a meeting next week, and, with the fire district, at their monthly March meeting, which is next Wednesday.
All right, so we don't have an exact location yet.
Not exact, but, unofficial. I don't see I don't see that there's gonna be any issue there.
Yeah, it's just a lot of money that we'd have to have something in writing that it is town property on somebody else's land.
Right.
That's a good point.
Okay,
Good point.
Bill? Roll call vote, Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yeah.
Jim? Bill, yes. All right, sign it now. Only gonna be 2 years from now, we're gonna run into a problem down there, Jim, with that, where that scale's gonna be. It's because of the bridge, the construction on the bridge that's gonna take place up there.
Okay.
What we're probably gonna have to do is, just let everybody know, including you, Mark, if you're still highway superintendent, is that get that road fixed that, comes down the mine hillside. The trucks would have to travel that way. Or otherwise, around Sunset End Road, come back up 374, get on the scale again.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay?
That probably open up where the old jails or something. Up past those areas.
Yeah, that's it, up past Billy Durant's. Okay? All right. What else we got here? Okay, purchase contract, or scale, we did that, collect. All right. You wanna go on this one, collect, or? Well, we had a meeting yesterday with, the collect, new, committee of collect that consists of Judy Quay, Lisa McGinn, Gary, Hart, Mike Toloski, and, Tom Hickey, myself and Joey Barron.
Basically talked about issues that are concerning the lake, environmental part of the lake, the milfoil, and now the issues we're having with salt, a higher percentage of salt that's being seen in the water. And, we just, understanding issues that are happening around the dam, the flow of the dam, the water that's letting out of the dam, and some of the property damage that's occurring on certain sides of the lake pertaining to ice movement. And so actually it was decided that it'd be a good idea for an exploratory journey by the collect team to go tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
To meet with Art at the dam. And let Art walk him through what, all the mechanics of the dam and, what, he has to do to maintain the overall, level of the lake.
Steve just missed that. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Art is gonna have, some collect people there, for doing a thing with the dam. If that's something you might be interested in checking out.
Where's it gonna be at?
Right at the dam. It's gonna bring
Right
it,
at the dam?
he's gonna bring you down and, show you how it's,
How the gates work,
What time?
where the levels are, 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it tomorrow, so I don't know for sure. I just.
well, it's just, if you can,
Yeah.
you want to, you're in the bathroom, want to let you know what you just missed.
Okay.
Okay,
Did we miss anything?
yeah,
I don't know, do you want me to talk about
Yeah, go ahead and talk about,
the grant and the
the,
Milford?
the grant.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
Okay.
particularly the grant for the Milford.
Milford, right. I wrote a grant for Lake Champlain Basin. Found out December 10th, we received $15,000. The work plan was due January 21st, which is why I had to write the work plan before I came to the board. And I think you have a copy of it. The numbers on the front don't match because we're spending more than what we thought we were going to. So the grant amount award is $15,000. Our match is now $4,740 for a total project cost of $19,700. The reason I'm bringing it to the town is because we received 3 bids, and we're going to go with Invasive Solutions, who Chateauguay uses. They work 4 10-hour days, and they won't do half weeks. So we're between the money in the budget from the town for $4,500, and then the grant, and then we're putting in more money as the Watershed Initiative is putting more money in. We're hiring them for 3 weeks to hand harvest.
So you're gonna get 12 10-hour days
Right,
over a 3-week period.
right.
They don't work on Fridays.
I don't know. They probably have an extra day in there for bad weather. That's my guess. I don't know.
Okay.
So I gave you the bid sheet, so it's all transparent there.
They're using, just in case you guys didn't understand, it's the same company that we've entered into a contract with Chateauguay Lake. It's Invasive Solutions out of Saranac Lake.
Saranac Lake, yep.
They're gonna charge at a rate of, 1 week is $7,480.
Right.
So,
And you have the quote, Leslie copied for me.
yeah.
So we're asking them to provide 2 bills, one for us and then one for you for $4,500.
No, I talked to Dan Keshin today, who heads up, and it's going to be set up in a similar fashion with Chazy Lake. It's going to be a 3-party agreement.
Okay,
It needs to be a 3-party agreement, just so, where the money's being spent, and why it's being spent, it's all going to be clarified in that contract.
okay,
And there'll be a requirement of somebody from the Chazy Lake Watershed Initiative. I imagine Mark Recor
would have to
will
be.
be required to sign.
Yep,
Because the
You mean
Chateauguay
like
Lake
that?
one, it's the Chateauguay Lake Association signs, town of Dannemora signs. and
Right.
The Invasive
Okay.
Solution
so
signs.
you'd like me to talk to Mark about that? It's gonna be a 3-party agreement.
Well, I've already talked to Dan, and he's gonna talk to him. So
Okay.
he's gonna talk to him too, but
Okay.
I said that's the way it needs to be.
Okay,
Right, am I wrong, Matt?
You are correct.
Okay.
so, on page 2 of the work plan, you'll see the map. We're gonna target between Invasive Solutions and our own boat, those 4 areas that are circled. They're the highest density of milfoil. And if you look at the project timeline, we're right there as long as you guys approve this.
Just so Jim knows, the 4 areas that you're targeting is down near the south end, right?
Yep.
The one farther up from that is where, close to,
Well, Seam Bay.
oh, that's Seam Bay?
Yep, and then there's 2 areas at the south end, Seam Bay, and then one up by the dam.
Okay, by the 2 areas by the south end.
Yep,
That's Seam Bay and then up by the dam.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at the map wrong.
okay.
Upside down, like.
So we've gotten the bids, and we're hoping to secure the contractor. So we're right on schedule with the project timeline. I have to revise this, by the way, and resend it to Lake Champlain Basin, and then they have to approve it. So, and then once we talk to Invasive Solutions, we can come up with a strategic plan and the days and away we go. And then we'll publicize it.
And is Shazy Lake Watershed Initiative still planning on using the Eradicator this year too?
Yes. So we're doing double duty here.
Okay. And the cost of running that is being absorbed by the Shazy Lake Watershed
Right,
Initiative.
from money that we
The
raise.
total cost.
Yep,
Correct.
correct.
Okay,
Everybody good?
good. Anything else? Joey, we good on, we've covered it
I
all?
think we covered it all. The only other thing is that, just try to drum up some other donations to offset some of the other costs you guys are doing, so how we gotta do that, I don't know. But I think we gotta figure out
Especially now.
how people can start
I know.
paying to the cost.
Last year we got lucky. Somebody, an anonymous donor, would match all the donations from August up to 10,000.
Wow.
And we raised 10,000, so we ended up with 20,000.
So we should start looking at that now.
Yeah.
Put it on the website and everything.
All right, okay. Thanks, Tom Quay.
What? Not Tom Quinn.
Oh, okay, it wasn't Tom Quay.
So I'm okay to go ahead and revise this work plan?
Yeah,
With the
you're
tr-
good.
okay.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but, we've gotta do is now get the contract from, Invasive Solution, and,
Okay,
once that happens, we'll bring it to the board and, we'll make a resolution to approve it and all that.
Right.
Send it to Matt, and, standard protocol,
okay.
to get something approved. Okay, Orsan update. We got the contract. We had to do some little tweaking of the contract. Matt enjoyed that time frame with, on Zoom with Frank Tatino, very much so.
An hour of my life, I'll never get back.
Just to let everybody know, the contract's been signed, it's a 5-year deal. He's got, he had problems getting a notary up in Canada due to COVID, so, but they finally sent it down. I think we got it last Friday. We sent it back to them since then. Had to initial all the pages. I initialed them, they had 2 people initial up there, so I had Leslie initial all the pages down here. So, it's effective March 1st, and we should be getting a check before May 1st, and we're going 450,000 plus. And the minimum they'll take is 33,000, and if they take anything beyond what's in the minimum part of it, well, I'll be surprised. I think they're going to stick to the minimum this time around.
Why do you say that?
Just the gut feeling I got and the way they've acted about this whole contract and the negotiations. But if they go up to 60,000, yeah, that's great for us. If they don't, well, we know what kind of money we've got coming in for the next 5 years. And it's still better to stick in the eye. I mean, all right. Anybody got any questions on that? All right, Shazy Lake Dam Emergency Action Plan. Did we decide on that?
We didn't, I don't think it went anywhere. I don't know.
We gotta go out to bid on that, right? Is everybody in agreement with that? I start that process, nobody's got any objections, we'll put it out, we gotta get, I don't know, the cost of it, I don't think is any more than, well, the last thing we did for the dam was, the engineering costs were 17,000. I forgot what that was called, assessment, right? Dam assessment every 10 years. So I think I'd be able to, under our procurement policy, just like contact 3 engineering, Matt?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
Well, it saves us in the long run too, we do that, so I think it's smart, it's a smart business move.
All right,
So we don't put it down in paper?
No.
we'll just contact 3 of them. We'll get whoever did it the last time was,
CT mail?
no, they did the assessment. Emergency, we'll contact them. We can contact, I think it's Liaison.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Salt storage building, I think we've taken care of that. From Mike Metcalf earlier. Pandemic emergency plan, I don't know. Matt, did you get a chance to look at that and review it or anything?
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Okay, well,
I can do it tomorrow morning if you want.
yeah, just, well, I don't know, I think we gotta have some more communication with, AES over that thing, the guy that's handling that, in regards to what he's looking for or whatever. It's just a draft, I'll email you.
Okay.
I think you made recommendations, but
Yeah,
Maybe that is the one I looked at. It's not here, right?
no,
I got a hard copy here, but it's, for some reason,
it prints funky, like.
it's printed small.
They probably got the comments tag on there, so you can make comments on what's written. I might have, remind me tomorrow morning, I'll check my email. I may have looked at this one already. I don't remember it.
Okay,
I remember
Still
looking at
was,
it's some of it's kind of still in process, right?
yeah, percolating.
yeah, well, there's a certain time frame we gotta get these by, well,
It's in April,
who
right?
knows, yeah. Well, maybe Governor Cuomo will be gone by then, so.
I didn't say that.
Okay, any other old business? No. Okay, we'll go to committee reports. One of the things that the governor and the state of New York, they passed this new law in regards to helping out. There's counties that to extend the payment of taxes, and there's a thing that you could, well, they signed it into law on January 31st, and that's the last day of taxes being collected. And just to let you know, Debbie and the county are opting out of this whole thing because the county already has a program where you can make your payments in installments. And that's what the whole meaning of this new law they put into effect. Okay. Yeah, eliminating concepts, actual price on was $214.31, but I think that we eliminated $23 on that, so it's less than $200 we're going to be paying them. We had a meeting, a Zoom meeting with Brian Burke, premise in regards to geothermal. He's brought in his LNS Energy Service to help out, right, because this is one of the guys he was helping out. His name is Tom, I forget, but his wife is sick. And so this Brendan Kelly's going to get a hold of NYSERDA to try and iron out some of the differences we're having here in regards to moving forward with that grant, the cost of the grant. And so just to let everybody know, had a meeting with them, and this Brendan Kelly, I think part of the problem is that Tom and Brian Burke didn't have a lot of experience with NYSERDA. This guy has more experience, he knows the people, so he's going to help move along, hopefully, that grant. Matt, is something I think I got to talk to you about in regards to DOT. Sean Hennessy's been after me in regards to, he he wanted me to make a motion tonight to, somehow, we're taking over the Shady Lake, Water District, and I'm not set to do that until we have a discussion.
Yeah, no way.
Because, he sent me this, document that I signed back in 2017, but this was pretty much in regards to, what they had agreed to. The connection fee is an annual maintenance cost for the 18 homes will be paid by DOT. But I think there's something in the initial, when we put the water district together, the initial paperwork, there's words in there that we got to, as to where we accept it.
Correct.
And Phelan Minor, the thing is why don't want to bring this up in a resolution is Phelan says there's still things that need to be taken care of.
Okay.
He wants me to accept it pending those things being taken care of, and I don't want to do it that way.
No, you're correct. I wouldn't do it that way either.
Okay.
We're under no obligation to accept it. Basically, my understanding of that old agreement, we are under no obligation to accept ownership of the district until we want to. So I wouldn't do it as an exile. I wouldn't do it on an IOU basis.
Well, he's been pushing me, he's calling me on the telephone.
You're gonna push it back, I think.
I had to with him, and I've never had to before with John Hennessy. He's a really nice guy, but he called me on a Friday. I was watching Gunsmoke or something, I don't know.
You weren't in the barber shop, you know that.
Well, the barber passed away, Chatty, unfortunately. Okay, what's this? We got a Zoom meeting with Clinton County Shared Services coming up, March 12th at 11 a.m. That's where all those town supervisors get together with Mike Zerlo and put a plan together. Shared Services plans, Mark had been, for the last one we had was with the paving with Saranac, and also what we had with the city of Plattsburgh, and using their guy to help out the sewer plant. Some of that stuff's got to be, paperwork's got to be submitted, but from what I understand, I don't think any of the towns that got to a shared services agreement with back in 2018, when there was supposed to be money reimbursed, I don't think they've gotten any of that money yet from the state of New York. There's my other sheet, my cheat sheet. Geothermal. Oh, we got our bill for the chargebacks for Board of Elections finally. That was received again after the end of January. It came in like February 5th or something. It's a $7,000, a little bit more over $7,000. The DAU, that's gone. Took some doing to get rid of it, but finally the Canadians were able to get it across the border with the proper documentation. They needed a colored, needed a colored receipt or something. How much they paid for it.
That was it.
That's it.
So when they come back to get it?
Isn't it here? It's still here? Oh,
They dropped it off.
Yeah.
I thought it was gone.
No.
They brought it back next
No,
day.
I'm reporting that wrong.
They came and took it and then brought it
They
back.
came and took it, brought it, they had trouble at the border.
Yeah. Oh, wrong paperwork.
But we got the money, and there's nothing that's their problem on their end now. We dug it out of the snow for them.
Yeah, 10 below 0.
Okay, the last thing I got to report is Leslie finished the AUD in a timely manner. It's usually due by March 1st. We got it submitted, and she had Mike Boris in here to help her close out the books for 2020. And that was all taken care of, and thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She continues to do a good job. All right, Steve, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
Joey?
I would have had something to tell you about the Lime EMS, but the meeting we were supposed to have last Thursday got canceled. I don't know why, but it's for tomorrow night, so I'll get the next month meeting.
Okay. Jim, you got anything? Okay, I made that phone call to Slick, just to let you know.
Okay, appreciate
something, or you're in a unique location.
Yeah, I figured that.
You're caught between one app and another app.
Yep,
So, but we did make the phone call. Leslie can attest to that.
very good.
Okay, all right. Mark, you got anything? Not really. Mark finally cleaned out the parking lot here at the side of the building today.
That's probably why the lights went on.
Gee, thanks, Leslie.
All winter long, you hadn't cleaned out the parking lot, but today you got it done.
Yeah, we
The
did.
good melted, a good meal, you
Yeah,
right up.
yeah, good job, Mark. Okay, resolutions. Motion to approve the Lime Mountain bond payment of $18,385.
Make that motion for the bond payment to Line Mountain. The amount of, Line Mountain what? What's it going towards?
Lime Mountain what? Yeah. Water, sewer?
Oh, I'm sorry, water.
I guess it's going to water.
Okay,
It's definitely water.
all right, so let me redo that resolution. Motion to approve the Line Mountain water bond payment for $18,385.
I'll second it.
Second. Any more discussion? Roll call vote. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yeah.
Jim?
Yes,
Bill, yes. Motion to approve, to actually release payment to the Village of Dannemora EMS. It's a figure of $78,683.
I'll make that motion to release the payment of $78,683 to the Village of Dannemora EMS.
I'll second it. Any more discussion? Roll call. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yeah.
Jim? Bill, yes. Okay, motion to release payment to the Village of Dannemora fire protection of a figure of $48,664.69.
I'll make that motion to approve the payment of $48,664.69 to the Village of Dannemora Fire Protection.
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yep.
Jim?
yes,
Bill, yes. Motion to approve the bills, but before we do that, I'll read the monthly expense by fund. General fund, $19,127.07. Part B, town fund is $145. Highway, we spent $11,787.27. Dannemora Fire Protection, $48,664.69. Dannemora EMS, $78,683. Capital Projects, $2,523. Line Mountain Lights, $1,391.91. Line Mountain Sewer, $2,174.56. Dannemora Sewer, $42.29. Line Mountain Water, $21,534.65. Dannemora Water is $25. Ledger's Corners Water District's $48.66. Trusted Agency, $2,074.64. Total, $188,221.74.
I'll make a motion to accept the monthly expense report for February, in the amount of $188,221.74.
And pay the bills that much, okay. There's the motion to pay the bills.
I'll second it.
Steve seconded. Roll call vote. Steve?
Yes.
Joey?
Yeah.
Jim?
yes.
Bill, yes. One little note on the Line Mountain Water. Martha Chase has to take a trip out of town due to a family emergency. And just to let everybody know, Patrick, he is the water operator, will be covering while she's gone. And she might be gone at least a month. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. There was something else I wanted to, my computer, had last year sent out my computer we bought, and they repaired it. Now it's Mark's computer. My new computer now has to be sent back. It's the same Lenovo, the same issues after we installed some stuff yesterday with the new IT people, and that's gotta be sent out, so. We're in the market of maybe for another computer, or who knows what. Take Mark's away and you don't need one. Okay?
Give me a new one.
All right, yeah, that's a good idea. Public comments?
Get banners, you want to mention?
Oh, well, yeah, the banners are here, and,
Oh, wonderful.
well, some of them anyways. And,
Look nice, Leslie?
Yeah. Even some are grainy, but from a distance, you can tell who they are. You know?
yeah, so the banners are here.
Yeah, World War I.
No wonder they're green. Just invented cameras.
Who's putting them up?
The highway department,
Oh, wonderful.
The brackets are there.
on their off hours too. They don't know that yet,
They're donating something.
right?
Oh, that's wonderful. Can I get that already?
But there's only one woman in the whole bunch, and that's Deborah
I
Coyle.
thought there was two.
No, only Deb.
Okay, that's awesome.
Where did she say?
There was gonna be-
Nancy was gonna do her, have put one in for her aunt, but she hasn't yet.
She's collecting from all the cutter shoots.
Master Sergeant.
All right, are we going into executive session?
Yes.
Are you getting public comments? You guys all good? Guy, Lana,
Oh, good.
Judy?
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate it very much.
Okay,
Well, we leave, Bill.
Leslie, can you do me a favor? You need to stay. Just make